Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keisha, and I'm back with another video. Before you guys say anything, yes, one hand is painted. I didn't feel like painting the other one, just to nip that in the bud. Second of all, let's get into this wig that I got off Amazon. Y'all know your girl likes getting wigs off Amazon, and this one was only $50. Originally, it was longer and it had a middle part, and I'll put the direct link to the wig down below in the description box. And like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit shorter, so I tried to cut it into like a blunt cut type thing, and yeah, messed it up. So Asia came and cut it for me, and this is the length that it was when I messed it up. And I was crying because I was like, oh my gosh, I look like Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
I am Lord Farquaad.
Yes, I didn't like it, but now I'm in love with it, and the hair is super, super soft, guys. It was only $50. $50. And ladies, if you buy wigs, you know that's cheap. And look, it ain't stiff.
Yes, yes. Ooh, stiff what? Stiff what?
For real, stiff what?
Ooh, no what?
Stiff what?
Well.
No.
Yes, bitch.
No stiff bitch.
No, none of that.
Shake bitch.
What?
Stiff wear, sis. Stiff wear, sis. Anywho, as you read by the title down below, you already know what's in store for this video. It will be my first girl talk on my channel. You guys should comment anything that y'all want to talk about, because I'm going to start a girl talk playlist on my channel where every week we're going to have some sort of girl talk. You guys can comment. You can DM me. Stuff you wouldn't ask your mom, or like, you know, stuff that I was scared to ask my mom, you know, things like that. I'll answer those questions from my experiences on my channel. But this girl talk will be how to spot a toxic relationship, the signs and indicators of a toxic relationship. Now, I'm not coming at nobody's relationship that got this stuff going on, because girl, I've been there too. But this is just what I feel is toxic and what I know is toxic. So it's all in my opinion. If this is what you got going on, if this is what works for you, then sis, bruh, dog, cat, you got it. Watch this video all the way to the end to know the biggest sign of a toxic relationship. To start off this video, I didn't put this on the list as one of the 15, but the fact that you're clicking on this video, that means you're having some sort of thought that the relationship can be toxic, which, sis, that should let you know something is up. Something ain't right. Something is wrong if you got to search the signs of a toxic relationship. So this should be the first indicator to you that your relationship might be toxic. But my first sign for a toxic relationship is fighting. Always fighting. Now, there are healthy ways to argue. Like, if arguing is okay, it's necessary in a relationship, any type of relationship, a friendship, a relationship with your partner, you know, any type of relationship, fighting is okay, because that's going to happen. Like, you guys are not going to agree on everything 24/7. But if you're constantly fighting every single day, like, it's never good. Y'all are never having good days. Y'all are always at each other's necks, and it's just not working. Like, no, that's not right. You know, you deserve to be happy. And if every single day it's another problem and another problem, then, you know, that's toxic. Second sign indicating a toxic relationship is no communication. Communication is necessary for any relationship that you're trying to, you know, sustain. And like, I'm not a relationship expert, but everybody needs to talk to each other. Like, if there's a problem going on, you need to bring that to your partner or to your friend or whoever you're having these relationship issues with, and you need to like let them know, hey, look, I'm not happy with you doing this. I don't like this. And you know, if they don't change it, then you need to go. Like, that's just not the business. You need to be happy. Like I said, I'm gonna just keep saying, you need to be happy. And if you're telling your partner how you feel and your partner isn't reciprocating that same energy, like they're just like, yeah, okay, all right, okay, and they're not changing anything, they're not at least attempting to try to change, they're not trying to understand how you feel, that's not good. That's the sign of toxic relationship. No communication. Y'all need to be able to communicate. The third indicator of a toxic relationship would be disrespect. I don't care who you are, you should never take disrespect from nobody. There are like 7 billion people on earth, and you telling me you're gonna let this person disrespect you because you love them or you want to be with them? No, honey, that there's somebody out there that's way better for you, that's going to talk to you, that's going to treat you right. that is going to give you everything that you deserve. Don't let nobody disrespect you. They hang up in your face. They don't text you back. They don't talk to you. That like, and they're calling you out your name, everything like that. No, don't let that slide at all. Fourth sign of a toxic relationship will be always putting you down. Like if you do your hair or you do your makeup and they're like, oh, okay, I mean, whatever. Like if they're calling you ugly and they're saying you're this and you're that and you're not cute, and you know, they're not giving you positive energy. Like they're not saying you're beautiful or you look nice in that, you know, things like that. You don't need the negative person around you that's always feeding you negative energy. If you're giving that person your positive energy and they're not reciprocating that energy back to you, that is a big sign of a toxic relationship. No, sis, because all you're going to do is be unhappy. They putting you down constantly. You got to sit back and think. That might be how they really feel. Ignoring you and acting like you don't exist. Now, this one is like simple. It's in the title. They don't text you back. They don't call you. They don't want to go out with you nowhere. They don't do anything. You're always calling them first. I mean, it's nothing wrong with calling or texting first. But if every single time to communicate with this person, you have to call them and text them first, then they obviously don't want to be with you, because your partner, whoever it is, if people want something, they're going to put time and energy into it. Just like they want to go get money, they're going to go get their money. They're going to put time and energy into it. If somebody wants to be with you and build with you, they're going to put time and energy into you. They're going to text you good morning. They're going to ask you how your day is going. They're going to see what you're doing, you know, things like that. They're going to check up on you. So that's a big sign of a toxic relationship. If they're just ignoring you and acting like you don't exist, that's not the business, sis. You need to have somebody that want to know what you're doing 24/7. Okay, they want to hear your voice every single day because you just make their day. The sixth sign of a toxic relationship will be controlling. I believe if someone is controlling, that could lead to like abuse, you know, things like that. Now, controlling to a certain extent, because, you know, if you're trying to walk out the house with a bikini on and you're supposed to be going to Walmart and your boyfriend like, you ain't going nowhere like that. You know, some people think that's cute, but if you got a dress on and you think you look nice and you about to go out with your girls and they're like, you ain't wearing that, take that off. No, sir. I'm grown. If I like this dress, I'm gonna wear this dress. I'm gonna be loyal to you. Like, don't worry about nothing out there. But I'm not finna dress up like it's 3 degrees outside, put a coat on, put some pants on. So I'm not about to do that. I'm gonna dress how I wanna dress. And you're just gonna have to accept that. Now, I'm not gonna go out here saying single and available. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna dress how I wanna dress. But that's the thing that, you know, is kind of debatable, because some people believe that if you're taken, you shouldn't dress a certain way that's gonna have people attracted to you. But boo, when you're pretty, people are gonna be attracted to you anyway, no matter where you go. You could be looking like a bum and people still gonna wanna talk to you. It's just because you're pretty. We gotta get over that. Because people grown, they're going to do what they want to do. As long as at the end of the day, you're being loyal to me, I don't have nothing to say for it. Another indicator of a toxic relationship would be obviously abuse. If they're putting their hands on you in any way, they're harming you in any way, emotional abuse, mental abuse, all of it. Like I said earlier, if they're constantly putting you down, that is abuse. And I don't care what anybody has to say. There is a such thing called emotional and mental abuse. Look it up. A person will start thinking that if every single time that significant other is putting them down and all they want to do is look good to you, they don't want to look good to the rest of the world. They want to look good to you. And the only opinion that they care about is yours. And you're telling them constantly that they're ugly, that they're this, that they're that. They're going to start to believe that. And that's the sign. That is abuse, period. So any type of abuse is a sign of a toxic relationship. You should want to be with a man and or woman that is always uplifting you, that is supporting you, that's not always laughing at you when you fall. Things like that. So get out of that. I hope if anybody is in an abusive relationship right now, you don't even need to watch the rest of this video. Whoever you are, just leave. That's it.
Pack your stuff.
Pack your stuff. Go to your mama house. Go to your hotel. If y'all want to hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, my social medias will be at the end of the video, and we can talk. We can talk about things like that. But sis, bro, whatever, get out of there. And girls, it is not okay for you to put your hands on boys. That's another toxic trait that I have. Even if they're playing around with you, that's not okay at all. It's not. So, because when they get mad for real and they put their hands on you, then it's going to be a problem, because we're going to have to box. Another indicator of a toxic relationship is when you start to find yourself making excuses for the person. Like if they're not calling you and you're like, okay, maybe they're just busy. Or, you know, maybe they just this, maybe they just that, maybe they're depressed, maybe they don't feel like talking to me today. Yes, there's going to be times where your partner or significant other is going to go through things and they're not going to want to talk, but they should communicate that with you. Like, they should let you know that they just don't want to talk right now. They want to be left alone. But if they're like, you know, ignoring you or anything like that, like, unacceptable. When you start making excuses for the person, that's when you know that it could be toxic, because you have to convince yourself otherwise. Like, you have to convince yourself in your head that they love you and that they want to be with you by making these excuses, when your mind is telling you, sis, bro, whoever you are, this ain't it. Another indicator of a toxic relationship will be never making time for you. Like, if y'all call yourselves in a relationship, I'm not saying y'all need to talk every single day 24/7, because some people can go days without talking and be okay. But for me, I'm the type of person that needs reassurance. So like, if we don't go talking for some days, you know, that's cool, but I'm gonna need you to come back and be like, look, baby, I missed you. What you been doing, where you been at, what's been up, you know, like, I need constant, I'm not gonna say attention, but yeah, I need attention. I need that. So like, you calling me, texting me, asking me how I'm doing, what's going on, how's my day, that lets me know you really into me, and it makes me feel like, boo, what you trying to do? You want to stay forever? Like, you want to get married? What's up? The 10th sign of a toxic relationship would be you feeling like you have to change yourself or changing yourself. Like, you feel like you have to change yourself. And if they look at you and they don't like something, like they don't like the fact that your butt is not big and you don't look like one of these Instagram models, or the fact that your boobs aren't a size D and they sag a little bit, or you're too tall, you're too short, your teeth are crooked, anything that you feel confident about yourself, or anything, like any flaw that you feel like you have, and they just pinpoint it out and they just make it worse, and you feel like you need to go as far as like plastic surgery, or, you know, cutting your hair off, or adding weave in your hair. If you're doing it because somebody else doesn't like it, that's toxic. Now, if you want to go get plastic surgery because you want a bigger butt, you want a different shape, you do that, because do whatever makes you happy. You want to get your weave, you want to get your nails, because sis, that's what I want. But if I'm with somebody and they're telling me, oh, I don't like you because your hair is short, I don't like your hair, and they're making me get wigs and weaves, and me wearing wigs and weaves is what makes me attractive to them, then no. You need to be attracted to me naturally. And you need to like everything that I come with, because I'm not changing unless I want to change. You don't change yourself for nobody. That's a big sign of a toxic relationship. The 11th sign of a toxic relationship is not being able to let go of the past. Now, things happen in relationships sometimes. You know, people mess up, people make mistakes. I've made mistakes before in relationships, and you know, everybody's human. And if your partner decides to leave you, then they decide to leave you. But if they decide to stay with you, if you guys decide to talk it out, work it out, fix it, they don't need to hold that over your head for the remainder of the relationship, because that is not how it should be. I'm not saying they should let it go and act like it never happened, but I'm saying if you guys sat down and talked about it, supposedly worked it out, said y'all was going to be together and y'all was going to make it work, but they don't let it go and they hold it over you, that's not good. You need to get out of that. If they're not willing to fully forgive you and fully let you go, or let it go, and if you're not willing to fully forgive them and fully let it go, that's toxic. You can't have that in a relationship. But yes, letting go of the past, you have to do that to be able to move forward in the relationship. Not forgetting about what happened, but letting it go and trying to be better for each other. Listen to why your partner did that. Sometimes it don't be no reason. Sometimes you could be doing everything and they still mess up. But most of the time, it's because they're not getting something that they need. So it's a thing from both sides that you guys have to come to a middle ground. So it's either you leave me because you don't like it, or you stay with me and we work it out. That's it. The 12th sign of a toxic relationship will be lying. And everybody knows this. Lying is an obvious indicator that the relationship is going to be toxic. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to be hurt. Like, don't have no expectation about somebody. If you know that this person is a liar, you've seen them with other people and they lie about everything, they're going to lie to you. Now, like I said, some people make mistakes and they lie about big things, but if they're lying about things like where they were just at, like, oh, you said you're going to the store. You went to the store? Oh, yeah, I went to the store, but they didn't really go to the store. They start lying about little things like, you know, what they're doing, who they talking to on the phone. That's a big indicator of a toxic relationship. Lying in general. It's going to cause confrontation. It's going to cause issues, secrets, and everything like that. Lying cannot fly. But don't settle for no liar, because they're just going to continue to lie to you, and you're just going to continue to forgive them, and you're going to end up looking stupid in the end. The 13th indicator of a toxic relationship would be you lowering your standards. What you should do is set standards and then stand on top of those standards. So you need to be with somebody that at least exceeds your standards. If you want to be with somebody that got a college degree, that got it all going for them, that got their head in the right space, they got a job, they making money, they got their own car, that's who you want to be with. And that's not a problem. Don't feel like your standards are too high, because there are 7 billion people on this earth, probably more than that. So the person that you're looking for is out there, and they got the exact same standards that you want. They got everything that you're looking for. So don't settle for less because you feel like your standards are too high. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people who don't have a job, who don't have a car, who don't have things going for them right now. And especially because, me being 19, going on 20, people around my age, they're, just now getting into college. They're just now, doing things like they don't have an apartment, and they don't have a car, and they don't have all that for them right now. So, people around my age, it's just, that's how it is. But if I want somebody who got a car, who got a job, who was going to school, who graduated from high school, that's what I want. And if you want somebody who didn't graduate from high school, who didn't, do any of that stuff, that's okay too, because if that's what you want, then that's what you want. So wherever your standards are, just keep those standards. 14th indicator of a toxic relationship would be feeling like you're not good enough. Once you start to feel like you're not good enough, that should let you know that something is going on. Now, sometimes us ladies, I know from my experience, you just have bad days. Like when your hair is not done, your nails not done, you haven't been looking cute. You're going to start to feel bad. You're not going to feel confident anymore. But for your partner, your significant other, you should always feel like you're everything that they need. Like if they can't come and talk to you, and they can go and talk to everybody else, but when it comes to talking to you, they don't want to open their mouth about anything. That's one thing that makes me feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for you to talk to me, but you can talk to everybody else. If they always questioning like the way that you look, and they're always making comments about your weight and your hair and things like that, you start to feel like you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough to be with your partner, your significant other. That's not good either. You shouldn't have to question yourself and change yourself and feel low, like have low self-esteem. They should build you up and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel like you're everything that they need. And that's just period. So the last indicator of a toxic relationship, for all y'all that stayed and watched to the end of the video, for my biggest indicator of a toxic relationship, it's just you're simply not happy. And it's okay to not be happy. You can once be happy with someone and y'all were perfect. Everything's good, but things change, feelings change, all that changes over time. Things happen that change feelings, So that's okay. And if you're not happy with someone, don't stick with that person because of your history, or because y'all have a baby, or because y'all are married. Don't stick with someone because of things that are supposed to bind a family together. Does that make sense? Like, if you're not happy, then you're just not happy. And you can communicate with them that you're not happy, and if things don't change, then you need to leave. You just have to go. Because everybody, like I said throughout this whole video, everybody deserves to be happy. And there are 7 billion people, probably more than 7 billion people on this earth. And there is somebody out there that is going to make you the happiest person on earth. And you probably already found that person. And just right now, it's just not the time. Like, right person, wrong timing. I believe in that as well. But if you're just not happy right now in this moment, nothing seems to be changing, nothing seems to be working, their name pops up on your phone, or they start calling you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, here we go. I got to deal with this person. I got to do this. I got to do that. Then that's toxic. Because you not being happy, it's just going to lead to you being depressed. Don't marry nobody you're not happy with either, because then you're going to have to live your life with them. You're going to have kids with them. You're going to do everything with them, and you're not going to be happy with them. That wastes your time. That wastes my time. We don't need to do that. If we're not compatible right now, then we're not compatible. If one day in the future we decide to, you know, get it going and it works, then it works. But right now, it's just not working. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel for more videos of me, your girl Key. Don't forget to follow me. My social medias will be at the end of the video and in the description down below. You already know. You're not alone, and it's okay. But you will find that person for you. Everybody has a person for them. Hope you guys enjoyed the first girl talk of my channel. Comment down below if you want me to do another girl talk, because I am doing a girl talk playlist. So comment down below some questions or, you know, concerns or things you have, anything, and we can talk about it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.